Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me once again for another video this week. I am so happy that I am able to record a new video 2 times in a row this week. For those new subscribers and new viewers on this channel, my name is Julie and I'm an expat here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Welcome to my channel. So today guys, I will be doing and sharing with you an eyebrow tutorial. These are my easy 3 steps that I want to share with you, together with some tips and tricks on how to clean it up and have an eyebrows on flick on very simple steps. Disclaimer, these are just my ways. You can actually watch some other vloggers and video references who has also done this kind of vlogs and videos, and also did some defined processes or tutorials on how they do their brows. So it's your choice, and actually this is not a very complicated ones. So I'm doing this on an everyday basis, or when I do my office makeup, or when I do some extra parties going on outside. So if you want to watch and know some steps from my side, please keep on watching. So today guys, I'm bringing you much zoom in to my eyebrows so that you can see closely how do I do it from the very first step until the very end. So the very first step guys is what I called as shaping of the brows. So this is the time where you positioned your eyebrow pencil from the head of the brows to the middle, down to the tail of your eyebrows. You have to make sure that these 3 areas or dots are connected with each other. Just take your time on this process guys, you can do it. So the second step is what I call defining the length of the tail of your eyebrow. So in this technique, I am showing you guys where should the tail of your eyebrows should end. And the last step of this process is what I called the shading of the eyebrows. This is the time guys that you fill in the gaps of your eyebrows with all the rest of your brow hairs. Again, just take your time in doing this one. This is the final step of everything guys. So I think you can really do it up to the end. So this is still part of step 3 guys, just dusting off any excess products from the eyebrow pencil. So guys, it's actually done. Just that 3 easy steps. Would you believe that? Yeah, so I'll just have to make a review on how do I simply did this brows. Okay, so the first step is actually what you called shaping of the brow. So that's the very first step. So what I did on the very beginning, once again, is I just define where should I put my line first. So it should be on the head of your eyebrows, to the middle, and on the tail. So if you want to make a dot and just to have a precise location on where to really begin the line and connecting it, you can do so. So if you want to draw something on top, on the middle, and on the tail, you can do that freely if you are just a beginner, and then connect the line. That way you can actually define and shape your brows. So the second step that I discussed earlier guys is about measuring the end of the tail of your brow. So I've used my own eyebrow pencil just to measure that. So I did this technique Okay, so your tail should be up to here where this pen is pointed at. So it should be like angular to the last line of your what you call this, the eye line area here, the shadow here, and then along with the, I think, the nose part over here. So that's how I understand it in all of the video tutorials that I've also watched. But then again, it makes sense because it's just proportion, and it actually defines the structure of the face. Because if you make it longer, it would not be very good to see, and it's not really natural looking if you are gonna extend it more down on this side. And one thing about the tail of the brow, that's why it's also called the tail, because it's much more thinner. The line that you are drawing until here should be like a pointed angle, so it looks like a thinner portion of the brows. So the third step and last step of this tutorial is actually the shading part. So just what I've discussed earlier, you just have to shade your brows heading up, especially on the head part, and then moving forward, and then once you reach the middle part, you will just go with the flow along with your natural brow hair directions up to the tail, and that's it. What about the shading? So on the middle part, from this area up to the middle, up to the tail, it should be the darker portion of the way you are shading it, and on the head of the tail, it should be the lightest. So you should be gentle in shading this head part of your brows. So normally some of our bloggers, makeup artists, they used actually 2 different products of eyebrow pencils just to do that. So they use a darker shade on this side and then a lighter shade on the head. So that's how the shading part goes within your eyebrows. So I think I will gonna do the same step slowly, a little faster than the normal that I did here, just for you to go through once again on the other side of the brows. So here are my brows, guys. So I will gonna zoom my face more in. Okay, so you can still see my hair brows. It's okay that your lines are not really that defined. It's fine. Okay, but for me, this one is very good. It's natural looking. I can wear this every day on a simple day. So you have to remember that your brows are not twins, they are sisters, so they are really not perfectly exactly looks the same. So if you can notice, my head here on this side and this It's not really that proportion, but it's fine for me. And then second thing as well is that the shading and the color options for any brow pencils that you will be using on your brows. They said that it should be actually closest to the hair colors that you had. So for me, I'm using like a brownish kind of color because I have some brown highlights here. So you have to really pay attention to picking up the colors of the eyebrow pencils or any eyebrow products that you will be using on your eyebrows. Third is the angled shape of the brows. Some of us before, in the late maybe 2018 or way back earlier during my college days, I can see a lot of girls having a thin kind of eyebrows. That was yun yung uso dati, but today it is much in is if you have a darker or a bolder and like a square type brows, because they said that it would make you look much younger. But actually for me, it depends on you. If you are comfortable with having a thinner kind of eyebrows, or like this, just as normal, just how the way you wanted it to be, then go on. That's actually your preference and you can actually do that. Some of the Koreans actually are doing also this kind of style where they are not putting some arc here up, but they are not putting their tails going down, so they are just putting it straight for them to make look younger. Just notice that in any K-dramas that you've been watching, you can see that their eyebrows were actually straight, just straight with no the tails are not really going down like just like this one, that it's like slightly going down. So whatever is the options and choice of shading and colors that you are using for the brows, as long as it complements everything on the face, and the color should not really be the opposite color of the whole face color of the hair, it's absolutely okay. So I will gonna proceed on the next additional steps that I will be sharing with you guys together with this vlog. Okay, so for the next extra steps that I will be teaching you guys, so we will be using some products to be able to do that. So we will be needing these products. So this is our concealer. So I'm just showing you any kinds of concealers that you have on your palette, and some brushes that looks like this, little ones, or any single brush that is so little that you can just control over the shading part later on. So that's all you need for this step. So the very first step is that you have to dig in your mini brush here to the concealer. And then I'm just looking at the mirror, guys, okay? And then you have to point it on the head first, lining up to the tail of your brows. And then you have to make sure that the line that you are putting is closest to the line that of your eyebrows. So remember, you did a shaping on the very first step earlier, so that's where you're also gonna be doing the beginning of the concealing. So let's just do that. You have to be lighter, so your hand should be light in putting in the concealer. You should not overdo the putting of the concealer. Yeah, so I will be showing you that on a closer look. It's fine. I know it's messy, it's not really good to see, but it's fine. We'll clean it up later. So once you've done that, you will gonna clean up that concealer. So what you will gonna do is you will gonna use the other brush to clean it up. So how you will gonna do that? you have to clean up the the concealer, following the directions of the concealer right down to your tail. Whatever is the excess, you have to bring it down. Okay, you have to bring it down and blend it over on top in this area of your eyes. It's okay, it will gonna blend over to your makeup later on, or it will not gonna give you a shadow or an outcast of a white version of the concealer on top of your eyes. It's fine. So let's gonna do that. Then bring any excess down. So here is the final outcome of that cleanup. If you can see the difference of this one on the other side, the line is much defined now. If you can see the line, the shaping of your eyes is much defined. It's much cleaner to see than the other one. So that's how you clean up your eyebrows using the concealer. Now, if you want to do it on top of your eyebrows, you can do it. So let's try that. But normally for me, I do not do any cleanup on top of my eyebrows because I don't want to make my eyebrows really looking that fixed and stiff. So that's why I do not do that option on top. But if you want, you can do that and then just shape it ahead, do the process, same thing as what we did on the earlier one. So again, let's start from the end until closest here, and then down to the tail. Okay, see that thin line? I don't know if you can see that, but there's a thin line of concealer. I'm very careful, guys, because I don't want to mess this up, because I'm not really used to putting the concealers on top of my eyebrows. So just for the sake of this video, I'm doing it. So just a very clean, a very small concealer that we've done, and then we're just gonna do the cleaning. So now you have to make sure that the brushing will gonna be on top, not down, guys, because that's your eyebrow area already. So you have to brush it all up, whatever is the excess, just like what we did earlier on the lower part of the brows. So whatever is the excess, bring it all up and blend it all together along with your makeup later on. So as you can see, this is much more defined, this one, than the other side. If you can compare it, this is much more, the lines are much more defined. On the other side, it's not really that much. It's more of a natural looking brows. Lines are still not really that shaped off and not defined compared to this. So that's how the concealer actually helps in cleaning up your eyebrows. So for me, again, I'm choosing to make my eyebrows clean just on the lower part of the brows, just to, you know, put a little bit of natural looking still on my eyebrows. So that's only my preference. So let's gonna clean up the other side of the brows. Okay, now that you're done and happy with the cleanups of your brows thanks to concealer, we will gonna proceed on the last extra part of this eyebrow tutorial, and that is putting some eyebrow mascara gel. So I'm using the one from Essence, by the way. This is my very favorite. It's all in my videos. So what is the good thing about the eyebrow mascara gel? First, it actually holds up the brow hairs of your eyebrows, so it will not gonna be go down or go in any other directions. That's my experience. Second, it actually adds shade to your brow. There are other mascara gel that are actually colorless, so you can just put the gel, it's colorless, and hold up the hair brows, and it would really make your eyebrows bushy. So this one I prefer to have like a little bit of color, just to add a texture and a much bolder look on my eyebrows. At the same time, it actually make my brow hairs looks much bushy than how it is. So let's gonna do that now. In putting this product, guys, you will not gonna go too far on this, so not that too much, not that smaller as well. So it has a very tip and smaller brush on the edge, so you can control it, and then just a little bit of that color and coat it up again on the direction of your brow hairs, just like what you did on the third easy step that I've discussed earlier in this video. So let's do this now. Okay, just a quick comparison. So this is the one with the eyebrow mascara gel, and this is the one without. So if you can see the difference, guys, this has more texture, much shading, and it also still gives you the brow hairs there showing up. Okay, and if you compare on the other side, there's still, I can still see some gaps in between, and then yeah, this is have much color than this one. So we're gonna apply this mascara gel now to the other side of the brows. So I'm back, guys. Yes, we're done. It's done. Yes, it is done. So I know that you are doing the whole process with me while watching the video. I hope so, and I can sense and I can feel that you've done a great job with your eyebrows. So thank you for doing the process with me. That 3 easy steps, guys. I'm just very thankful that I have done it for so many years, especially when I am a beginner in makeup. I'm still a beginner, but doing the eyebrows so perfectly, so naturally, it's so hard in the beginning. But you know, all of those years of watching tutorials and really practicing the steps, it gonna make you and able you to really do the eyebrow thing. So I'm happy that I've shared that to you today in this vlog. And again, guys, beauty is actually beyond skin, so I believe in that. But enhancing and making makeup and then preparing yourself for something that would make you feel comfortable, confident, and good and happy, I am really all for it. There's no problem with that. But today I'm just really happy, and I'm just so proud of myself that I was able to pull off a tutorial in my channel. So thank you guys for watching once again, and if you like this tutorial, please give this a like and a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. And again, please don't forget to hit the notification bell, because I will be doing another makeup videos in the next few weeks, hopefully 2 times in a row. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and God bless.